AC Milan continue to defy the odds as they win again as Juventus continue to drop points. What's going to happen as we enter match number 10 out of Serie A? We'll go look next. Right, folks, back with another Prick Show. Today we're taking a look at match number 10 out in Serie A, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button. I'll give you a bang up today with all things Serie A related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're all here under one Ruski in a bloody car. That's right, we're not in the car no more. We're back. We are back. As we gear up for the festive push. I don't know what's going on in Italy. Do they have? I'm sure they have a winter break. I know, but I don't know when it is. If they have it with the COVID era, I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk more about AC Milan's win again in just a second. One big shout out to the Patreon gang. You know who you are. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I don't know who you are, though. I think I've got between 19 and 23 patrons. The numbers keep fluctuating. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, we're trying to get up to 25. It's a shocker if we've actually gone back down to 19. That means we have to make 6 patrons before the end of the calendar year, which is a big, big ask. But if you are interested in becoming a patron to try and get those numbers closer to the money, check out the link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. But that's it, folks. Let's get into it. Take a look at how we all got on last time out in Serie A, match number 9. So here we go. 0-3, you're in the shit-faced gang. I think we all did shit this week, so we're all going to be in amongst this. 4-6, straight-faced club. You might get into this. And if you're in here, then guess what? I'm going to be double-checking your scores. So kicking it all off, it was Sassuolo against Inter Milan. I think we all got this one wrong. It was a 3-0 win for Inter. I actually remember the 2-2 draw in this one. Sassuolo were doing very, very well. They're actually still in third. Sanchez on the score sheet. Vlad Karinches, the big for LG. Roberto Giardini on the score sheet for Inter Milan as they move up to second. Behind the nearest and dearest, of course, AC Milan. Benevento against Juventus. Here's one that we all got wrong. 1-1 draw for me. Was the final score. 2-0 for me. However, Morato on the score sheet. And he got red carded. Giancarlo Lentina with the equaliser there for Benevento as they took a share of the spoils. Another surprise here, though. Atalanta lost to Hellas Verona. 2-0 win for Verona. Mika Veloso on the score sheet. Matteo Zancangingi on the score sheet for Verona as a 2-0 win. 3-1 for me for Atalanta. Shame on me. Lazio, though, they won 3-0. No, they didn't. They lost. Bloody hell. Another surprise one there. Actually went 3-0 for Lazio. 3-1 for Udinese in the Tolga Arslan. Ingano Pussetto. Fernando Fosteri on the score sheet with Sirio Immobile. Get them on to go for Lazio as they lost. My tip for the title, though, AC Milan continue to win. 2-0 winners over Fiorentina. We'll talk about that in a minute. Bologna 1-0 winners over Crotone. Roberto Soriano on the score sheet on that one. Actually went with a 1-1 draw again. Shocker. AC Milan, though, 2-0. Got it. Called it. Bang on the nose. Alessandro Romagnoli on the score sheet with Frank Kessie from Penalty Spot. No Zlatan to score this time around. 2-0 win for Milan as they maintain a top of the league status. Of course, Cagliari against Spezia ended up as a 2-2 bloody draw. Again, actually went with a 1-0 win for Spezia on this one. Emmanuel Gaisi on the score sheet. Invalid and Zola on the score sheet with well. Yao Pedro and Leonardo Pavalotti on the score sheet for Cagliari in a 2-2 draw. Napoli did beat Roma, though, 4-0. Actually went with a 2-0 win myself. Big result that for Napoli as they move up to 5th in the table. Liriano Lenzero and Zingni on the score sheet with Fabian Ruiz, Dries Mertens and Matteo Politano on the score sheet as well for them bad boys. Not too bad for me. 2-0 win. Torino against Sampdoria end up as all square. 2-2 in the end. Actually went with the 2-1 for Sampdoria. They are my boys. Antonio Candivera on the score sheet with Fabio Corgarella as well. And Andrea Bellotti and Sergio Mata on the score sheet for Torino and a 2-2 bloody draw. And wrapping it up, it was Parma up against Genoa. 2-1 win for Parma. Gervinho on the score sheet with a couple of goals there. Aldo Shamanadov for Genoa in the end. Actually went with a 0-0. And I got myself 2. Yeah, pure and simple. 2-2. Poo. That's what I got. This is the table as it stands. 5 points clear. AC Milan lead the charge over Inter Milan. Yet to taste defeat. Inter Milan are in second. Napoli also level on points with them, as are Sassuolo. Juventus also yet to taste defeat. Sitting in 5th spot at the moment with 17 points on the board, as do AS Roma. Down the flip side, Crotone, Genoa and Torino going down. Atalanta struggling in 8th. Lazio in 9th. My boys are in 11th. But that's, of course, the table as it stands. What about the Prediction League? We are still alive and still got plenty of time for you guys to get stuck into it. Only 9 games in, lads. Only 9 games in. 0-3 in the shitface gang like me. 4-6, your straight face. Forget about it. Forget about it. 7+. Forget about it. So Roberto Hollis, forget about it. You're with me. Irish Stringer, forget about it. You're with me. Vasquez Vargas, your shit. You're with me. Alan MC, you did absolutely pretty good for yourself. Well done. I'll give you a half a clap for that one. Nathan Heaver. Moving on. Omar Esquivel. Poop. Tom Stainer, well done to you. Give you a better round of applause. The D-Man. Well, there's actually quite a few guys getting. I'm not doing it. Simon Rex. I'll give you a round of applause just because. Bianca Muller. Also with me. Bobby Abraham. Look at all these guys. Look at all these guys. Imagine Monday. Bloody hell, bloody no. You did well, you did well. You did better than I expected. Could you go? Shocker Rooney, brother. Shane O'Donnell, you did very, very well. Well done to you and your patron as well. Isha, not too big to poop. Alex Weller did okay. I'm giving you guys free claps today. We are QPR, not too bad either. You're doing better than I expected. Elgin Cal hitting a home run. Russell Frost also did very, very well. Well done. Gaming Charlie, poop. Shepherd also did very, very well. Well done to you. Vincent Hong did poop. Leon 2000, shocking. Dennis Canali also did very, very well. And Sander 99, poop. Ski Hansworth did shocker. Yannick Buster did okay. And Neil Galilei, he's okay. I'll give you a free one as well. Shambo, big poop. Costas K, you did okay. And Matt Gunner, you did okay, brothers. That's, of course, it pretty low bar scores, realistically. Look at Shambo. Don't even look, Shambo. Shambo, shocking. But your wing kingpin, actually the D-Man and Yannick Buster, hitting 6 out of 10. I'm going to give you the prediction kings this week. Some real hard-earned round of applause because those games were hard to pick a Rooney. Of course, that's just this week. And this week you'll know who is your overall kingpin out in Italy. Ignore my score right there. Here comes Amagi Monday with 56% success rate. Yannick Buster's into second, just like he was this week. Hans versus the third. Dennis Canais at the fourth. Shane O'Donnell, the highest patron, in fifth at the moment. Could you be changing the score lines in the table situation next week? Just get into it, of course. Who else is doing well? Shepard's doing well into sixth as well. That's just this with the situation right now. Of course, it's a sprint. No, it's not. It's a marathon, not a bloody sprint. Plenty of time left, including this round of matches. So let's get into it. Of course, in fact, give me a minute. So here we go. Next on the match is kicking off on Friday night, I believe. It's Saturday night, actually. Saturday afternoon, especially up against Lazio. Now, these two played each other, and this has never played each other before. This will be the first time, of course, heading into this. In fact, they did play a friendly back in 2013. Doesn't really count. It was a 3-0 win for Lazio. Just saying. But heading into this, Spezia doing okay at the moment. Just one defeat the past 6 for them. That was against Juventus, of course. 4-1 loss at home. On the flip side, one defeat the past 5 for Lazio in all competitions as well. That was against Udinese last time around in Serie A. The bookies are odds on this one then, shall we? Take a close look at it then, shall we? In fact, what's going on here on the old bookies odds? Take a close look at it then. Serie A action, especially 4-1 for the victory, 3-1 is your draw, 30-8 is your Lazio. Lazio coming to this, struggling, as I said, sitting 9th at the table, but with them they could actually go as high as 4th in the league. Of course, Spezia coming to this in 14th in the win for them, they could actually go as high as 10th in the table as well. Of course, Spezia started off very, very well considering their Serie B last time around, but this time around I think they'll lose this one. 2-0 win for Lazio to get themselves moving in the right direction. Next, of course, Juventus with Torino. Of course, it's the Turin derby. Is that right? I believe. Anyway, these two are played 160 times in the past. 77 wins for Juventus, 38 wins for Torino, and 45 draws. Of course, the last 6, 5 wins for Juventus, nothing for Torino, and 1 bloody draw. That last draw was back in 2019 in Juventus. However, last time played in Juventus, or when they were the hosts, of course, was back in July in lockdown. It was a 4-1 win for Torino. Of course, Diabalo on score sheet, Ronaldo, Curadaro, and Kofi Dedri with a big fat OG. Andrew Bellotti on score sheet for Torino as well. Heading into Juventus undefeated, and then Juventus are actually undefeated in 37 of the last 38 matches at home. And they also scored at least 2 goals in 15 last 17 matches as well. Torino have actually scored at least 2 goals in 7 last 8. They come into this just one defeat the past 5. That's Torino. That was against Inter Milan on the 22nd of November. On the flip side, Juventus unbeaten, of course, so far this season, and they're actually going to go at least 5 games without a loss in all competitions heading into this. Quick look at the situation out in the bookies. 5-2 on for Juventus. Stone Cold favorites. 15-4 is your draw. 6-1 is your away win. Of course, Juventus couldn't find themselves in 4th. The win for them could actually go as high as 2nd in the table. Torino are struggling in the relegation zone as it stands, but a win for them could actually go as high as 16th in the table. I've gone with a 3-0 win for Juventus. Big win, comfortable win, and again, move them towards the top of the table. Next, of course, we have Inter Milan currently find themselves in 2nd. Now against Bologna, we find themselves in 10th. These two sides played 159 times in the past. 80 wins for Inter, 43 wins for Bologna, and 36 draws. The last 6, so sees 3 for Inter, 2 for Bologna, and 1 bloody draw. Last time played was in Milan back in July. In lockdown was a 2-1 win for Bologna, of course. Musa Jara on score sheet with Musa Barra as well. Romelu Lukaku on score sheet for Inter Milan with Alessandro Bastoni getting himself sent off for Inter, and Roberto Soriano getting himself sent off for Bologna. Lots of drama, lots of goals, lots of stuff. Heading into this, Inter Milan actually undefeated in 17 of the last 19 matches in Serie A. They've also conceded at least 2 goals in the last 4. Just 1 win, just 1 defeat the past 5 for them. That was against Real Madrid in the Champions League. On the flip side, 2 defeats the past 6 for Bologna. That was against Napoli, and of course against Spezia in the Coppa Italia heading into this. Look at the situation out in the league. The bookies, should I say, Inter Milan 29 on for the victory. 50-4 draw, 5-1 is your away win. That is Bologna. Heading into this, Bologna are in 10th, and for them they could actually go as high as 7th in the table. 2nd place, Inter, and for them they could actually close the gap into AC Milan, but they can't get there at the moment. So I'm going to go with Inter Milan on this one with a 2-0 win to take it to the bank again. Keep up the heat on AC. The nearest and dearest. Next, of course, we have Verona against Cagliari on Sunday night or Sunday day. These two sides bridged the 38 times in the past, 13 wins. For Verona, 15 wins for Cagliari and 10 draws. Of course, the last 6 sees 3 for Verona, 2 for Cagliari and 1 bloody draw. Last time picture was, in fact, in Cagliari as a 2-1 win in the Coppa Italia earlier in the season. In fact, 2-1 win for Cagliari. Last time picture in Verona in the league was back in June 2020 in lockdown, of course. 2-0 win, 2-1 win for Verona. Samuel Di Camini with a couple of goals there. Fabio Barini got himself sent off. Giovanni Simeone got himself a goal for Cagliari. Luca Cigangerini got himself sent off on this one. Cagliari actually conceded at least 2 goals in 7 last 10 matches away from home. They've also scored at least 2 goals in 6 last 7 matches as well, but they've also failed to win 9 last 10 away matches. To come to this, just one defeat in the past 4 for Cagliari. They were against Juventus away. On the flip side, just 1 win in the past 4 for Verona. That was against Atalanta just last weekend. Look at the bookies' odds on this one. 21-20 for Verona, 30-5 is your 23-10 is your Cagliari on this one. Cagliari coming to us in 12th, and for them they could actually go as high as 8th. On the flip side, Verona coming to us in 7th, and for them they could go as high as 2nd in the bloody table. That's right, goodness gracious me. I've gone with a 1-0 for Verona there to potentially move into the top 2. We'll have to wait and see if that was to pan out though. Next, of course, we have Parma up against Benevento. Of course, these two have never played each other in the past, so this will be the first time of asking. Of course, heading into this, Parma just 1 defeat the past 6 for them. That was against Roma, of course, in Serie A a couple of games back. On the flip side, just 1 win the past 6 for Benevento. That was against Fiorentina a couple of games back as well. Heading into this, the bookies' odds on this one: 11-10 for Parma, 5-2 draw, 23-10 is Benevento on this one. Of course, Parma into 16th, but a win for them. They could actually go as high as 10th. Benevento coming to in 15th, and the win for them also could go as high as 10th in the tables. Even Stevens in the table, and it's going to be even Stevens on the pitch with a 1-1 draw in the end. Next up, of course, we have AS Roma against Sassuolo. Sassuolo 3rd, Roma all the way down into 6th, not too far away. These two sides played each other in the past 14 times, 8 wins for Roma, 1 for Sassuolo, and 5 draws. The last 6, so see 3 for Roma, 1 for Sassuolo, and 2 bloody draws. Last time played each other was in Sassuolo. It was a 4-2 win for Sassuolo back in February 2020. Last time played each other in Roma was also a 4-2 win for Roma. Goodness gracious me, Brian Costane on the score sheet, Eden Zeko, Henrik, Nick McTyron, and Justin Clive on the score sheet with Domenico Barriardi with a couple of goals there for Sassuolo. Heading into this, Sassuolo have actually won the last 4 away matches. Roma have actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 8 heading into this. Just 1 defeat the past 5 for Roma. That was against Napoli just the other day. Same could be said for Sassuolo. Just 1 defeat the past 6 for them. That was against Inter Milan just last weekend. Look at the bookies' odds on this one. Roma 20-13 on for the victory. 65 is your draw. 7-2 is your away win. That is Sassuolo. Sassuolo in 3rd. Win for them they could go 2nd. On the flip side, Roma in 6th. Win for them they could also go 2nd. It is tight, airtight between 2nd and 7th at the moment. I'm going with a Roma and a draw on this one. 2-2 in the end. I think Sassuolo will be the happy out of the 2 sides. Next up, we have Udinese against a very, very out of form Atalanta, who come into this one with 1 win out of the past 6 in La Liga, in Serie A, sorry. Heading into this, these two sides the 77 times in the past, 29 wins for Udinese, 24 wins for Atalanta, and 24 draws. The last 6 sees 1 for Udinese, 5 for Atalanta, and no draws. Last time there was in Udinese, the 3-2 win for Atalanta, and of course that's back in June 2020 in lockdown. Duvan Zapata on the score sheet with Luis Muriel with a couple of goals there. Kevin Lasagna on the score sheet for Udinese with a couple of goals there. Just 1 defeat the past 4 for Udinese. That was against the Coppa Italia against Fiorentina. On the flip side, just 1 win the past 6 for Atalanta was against Liverpool in the Campionos Ligos. Heading into this, the bookies' odds on this one: 30-5 for Udinese, 11-10 is your Atalanta, 14-5 is your draw. Atalanta coming to this in 8th, and for them they could actually go up to 4th. On the flip side, Udinese coming to this in 13th, and for them they could go as high as 10th in the table on this one. I've gone with a 2-1 win for Atalanta. It's going against the grind here. Atalanta have not been performing well, but I do expect them to come out top with the win here on this one. Next of course we have Crotone up against Napoli. These two have played 8 times in the past. 1 win for Crotone, 6 for Napoli, and 1 bloody draw. The last 6 sees 1 for Crotone, 5 for Napoli, no draws. Last time picture was in Naples back in 2018 in May. It was a 2-1 win for Napoli. Last time picture in Crotone was a 1-0 win for Napoli as well back in December 2017 with Marek Hamsic on the score sheet. Heading into this, Crotone have failed to score in the last 3 matches in Serie A, but they've also failed to win the last 9. They come to this, winless this season, just picking up 2 draws so far. On the flip side, just 1 defeat the past 5 for Napoli. That was against AC Milan, of course, the top of the table clash there. Look at the bookies' odds: 10-3 for. Oh nope, it is a 30-2 for Crotone. 4-1 is your 11-4 is your away win. That is Napoli. Napoli comes to sit in 5th, and a win for them they could actually go 2nd. On the flip side, Crotone comes to this bottom of the pops, but a win for them they could actually go as high as 19th in the table on this one. I've gone with a Napoli victory on this one with a 2-0 win to take it to the house. And again, keep it the heat with the top 2 on this one. Next, of course, we have my boys Sampdoria up against the leaders. My pick for the title, AC Milan. Where's my money on this one? Of course, these two have played 137 times in the past. 32 wins for Sampdoria, 73 wins for AC and 32 draws. The last 6 sees 1 for Sampdoria, 4 for AC, and 1 draw. Last time I played was in Sampdoria was a 4-1 win for AC. So last time with a couple of goals there, Hakan Kamiloglu and Rafael Leo on the score sheet, with Christopher Ankerson on the score sheet for Sampdoria in a 4-1 win. Last time, heading into this, Milan have actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 11 matches, and they've also AC Milan undefeated in the last 21 matches in Serie A. They come to this just 1 defeat the past 5 in all competitions. That was against Lille. On the flip side, Sampdoria were winning 5 as well. Last time they were victorious in the Coppa Italia against Salernitana back in the end of October. Heading into this, the bookies odds on this one, 10-3 for Sampdoria, 4-3 on for AC, 11-4 is your draw. Of course, Milan coming to this. Oh yes, and the win will maintain that top league status. And in fact, regardless of what happens, they'll be top of the pops. Sampdoria coming to this in 11th, and with them could actually go as high as 8th in the table. I love Sampdoria, I do. I think that's my team, but they're going to lose this one 3-1 in the end. And wrapping it up, it'll be a Fiorentina up against Genoa. Now, these two are played 102 times, the past 44 wins for Fiorentina, 20 wins for Genoa, and 38 draws. The last 6 sees 1 for Fiorentina, 1 for Genoa, and 4 bloody draws, including a draw last round in Fiorentina back in January 2020. It was a 0-0 draw between 2 sides. Genoa have actually failed to win 29 of the last 32 matches away from them, where Fiorentina have actually failed to score in the last 4 heading into this. Just 1 win in the past 5 for them. That was against Udinese in the Coppa Italia. On the flip side, same could be said for Genoa. 1 win in the past 6. That was against the Sampdoria in the Coppa Italia as well. Heading into this, the bookies odds on this one then, shall we? On Monday night, 6-4 on for the victory for Fiorentina, 33-1 is your draw, 50-4 is your away win. That is, of course, Genoa. Genoa coming to this in 19th spot, but a win for them that could actually go as high as 17th. On the flip side, Fiorentina are in 17th, and a win for them that could actually go as high as 11th in the table. I'm going with Fiorentina on this one to take it. All eyes on it. 2-1 win for them in the end. And if I'm right, which I bloody well hope so, this is what the table will look like at the end of it. AC Milan still remain the top of the pops with a 5-point cushion over the nearest and dearest Inter Milan. Napoli up to 3rd. Juventus remain in 4th. Sassuolo up to 5th. Hellas Verona in the top 6. Down the foot of the table, Crotone, Genoa, and Torino going down. 4-point gap between themselves and Parma as it stands. That's just my picks. Of course, be sure to get your own pickaroonies in for the Prediction League. And again, next time you see me, we'll be in the old Christmas guys as we get the Christmas tree up, the decorations up, and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you come back for Matchday number 11. Pickaroonies, of course. Be sure to give the video some love and smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, of course, and also check out the links down below: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff, if you want to support the channel that way. Of course, you can become another brother from another mother and become the latest member of the Patreon gang. We're trying to get our numbers up from maybe 19, 20, 21, 22. I don't know what we're up to, but we're trying to get up to 25. That's my goal. That's my end of season goal, end of calendar goal, and it's looking like a long shot at the moment, but I really would appreciate it if you guys could check that out. And again, over the next couple of days, the patrons, the current long-term patrons have been here a while, and ones that are showing support will get extra perks and privileges. For example, the Discord is going to fire up soon. Of course, mod privileges as well. We're going to be looking at that now that I've caught up with all my vids, pretty much. But until then, though, be sure to give the video some love and smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe, and I'll see you all very, very soon for matchday number 11 out in Serie A. Until then, though, happy predicting, and make sure you're staying safe.